some people, like we start working with people and we say, hey, you should probably start taking protein and it's going to make a big difference for you. And they say, I already have protein. And we say, well, can I see it? Can we read the ingredients? And they already have digestive issues. So it's really difficult to kind of change people's mindsets that every protein supplement isn't created the same. And most people want to say, oh, I'm going to finish my protein and then I'll get to yours. And the problem is that you have digestive issues, you have constipation, you have other chronic issues like rancid oils, for example, or cheap fillers, like genetically modified ingredients come in these protein supplements. So like, okay, I'm going to keep putting myself through this pain and discomfort while I finish this supplement instead of moving on to something better. So that's definitely something to think about.
Welcome to Exploring Mind and Body with Drew Tadia. Drew is an expert in nutrition, fitness, lifestyle, and more. And he wants to help you live a healthier, longer, and more active life. Now here's your host, Drew Tadia.
Welcome to another edition of nationally syndicated Exploring Mind and Body. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for tuning in and being a part of our True Form Life community. We're coming at you with a brand new show. We appreciate whether you're listening on terrestrial radio across the country or as a podcast around the world. We certainly wouldn't be here without you. So stick around. We got all that coming up.
This is Exploring Mind and Body. Naturally improve your lifestyle one show at a time with your host, Drew Tadia.
Good evening. Welcome to our show tonight. Tonight we're focusing on supplements to improve your performance in your workout. So
this is going to be a fun one. We wanted to jump on here and offer some value and some information. So usually, in the more recent past, we did a bunch of exciting live product launches, and we thought, why not do a live and just offer some information? And instead of getting excited about a new product, instead we should talk about the products that we do have and how they can help in this particular way to improve your
workout performance.
Yes.
And a lot of times we get people who write in or ask us questions about, I have lots of your supplements, but how should I take them or when should I take them? So that's what we're going to go over tonight as well, is when to take your supplements and how to take your supplements as well.
I thought it might be nice to share with just a quick story of my background and where I was at. For me, as an athlete, I wanted to play college sports. I loved a number of different sports. Baseball was the one I most excelled in. So from high school to college to university to professional, I went through the ranks and worked my way up. And the higher you got, it sounds funny, like almost counterintuitive. Like they don't have the best value of information. Like I think it started end of college, university, when there's like gotta have protein. Then it was like gotta have supplements. So the guys had like a tackle box full of supplements, and or a small duffel bag, and it's kind of, we say that jokingly, but it's true. That's how it worked, and that's what they told you needed or had to do to be a better athlete, to be faster, stronger.
Remember your neon Just Do It Nike bag? Remember that bag? Where is that bag?
It was an old school Reebok bag.
It was Reebok, not Nike.
That was like 10 years ago. It was like neon. It was very cool. At any rate, so I started, at one point I was 215 pounds. I was like a brick house. I could barely move, like very inflexible, wasn't very mobile. I didn't breathe. I was very nasally. I didn't sleep well. I was irritable. And I was like, what's going on? I'm supposed to be an elite athlete. And so I started to read ingredients on supplements, and I would do research, and I'd say, why would they possibly put this toxic chemical in supplements that are supposed to make us perform better or live better? And so what I would do is start to dissect every single protein or every single supplement that I was taking. And when I started to take a step back and take less supplements and then start to clean up the supplements that I was taking, I started to feel better. I slept better. I had better moods. I started to perform better on the field. I would heal quicker. And then guys, I would design workout programs for myself, and then guys would come to me and say, hey, can I get a workout program? So it was very clear that I was excelling and was moving up the ranks. And I just think that's worth sharing. That's kind of when I started to work at a gym, and I did more personal training during the off season while I was still playing. And it was really the knowledge and understanding around supplements, proper supplements, clean supplements, how to take them and when to take them was really eye-opening, because in most cases when it comes to supplements, people just think that a supplement is a supplement.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I suppose one eye-opening experience for us was also more recently, that's kind of like your history, but when we were having Harrison, or even before, we were looking into like more supplements for developmental growth and in pregnancy, prenatals, and oh my gosh, that was even eye-opening experience to just see like what is considered to be, like what is allowed to be in the supplements.
Well, what's considered to be clean, what the masses think is healthy, and yeah, you know, it's so unfortunate. I had a call with someone just the other day, and they're working on getting pregnant. And I'm not one of those people that are going to tell you unless you ask me. And they told me what prenatal vitamins they were taking, and it was like, oh boy, you know, like that's probably not going to do a whole lot of good. And, you know, of course, that's my personal opinion, but it's just unfortunate that the supplement industry is bombarded with horrible toxins that are detrimental to our health. We think that, oh, it's at the pharmacy, it's at the health food store, it's good for us. But that's not how it works.
We actually recommend to not buy your supplements at the pharmacy or grocery store. It's probably one of the worst places to get your supplements. Besides those, like, what are those places with that have all big chunks of protein powder?
Popeyes, GNC.
Yeah. Anyway, we're here tonight to show you how to properly supplement with good quality supplements for workout, to increase your workout. So let's get into that.
Okay. So when it comes to, we're just going to go through as quickly and as efficiently as possible without rushing our array of supplements that we recommend to optimize your workouts.
And this is what we do. So we never recommend anything or a supplement routine or any supplements that we haven't experimented with ourselves or that we don't do ourselves. So tonight we're going to share with you our routine that we do every single day.
So it starts off with activated charcoal. Activated charcoal would be last thing you take in the evening, so right before bed, and then first thing in the morning. So we have 2 tabs of charcoal that sit next to the bed. We actually have a little shot glass. That's what we use our shot glasses for now, for supplements. We have a little shot glass that sits on the side in our nightstand, and we take 2 tabs as soon as our feet hit the floor. That's the first thing that we take. And what activated charcoal does is help detox your body. It helps improve digestion. And do you want to jump in or?
No, go ahead.
It'll improve digestion. And the thing is that when we build up lactic acid in our muscles, that's actually building up a toxin. So we have to flush that out somehow. There's different ways to do that, like light cardio, for example. Magnesium is very good at detoxing, but activated charcoal in particular, will help detox that lactic acid that keeps you sore for a few days after your workout. Now, the other thing I wanted to mention was it's energy and digestion are very closely linked. So when we start working with people, it's when we dig deep and get to the root of the issue, it's mostly digestion issues, which causes the lack of energy. So most people come to us and say, I need more energy, I lack energy. So we look at food, we look at their supplements, we look at what they should be eating, what they shouldn't be eating, and we find out that it's the digestion that's causing the lack of energy. So if you take a product like activated charcoal that improves digestion, you naturally start to have more energy throughout the day.
So you can find activated charcoal at your health food stores, and I mean it's pretty easily found. But one thing to caution you on is that a lot of activated charcoal is made from
wood.
Which is a bit odd. I don't think I want to be consuming wood. But our true form activated charcoal is made of coconut. So that's the difference.
And then
or a difference.
for us, we have a guarantee. Our activated charcoal has more milligrams per serving. It has more caps in each bottle, and it costs less than any other one we've seen on the market. So if anyone finds one with more milligrams and more caps that costs less than ours, we will match that price, no questions asked.
Yeah.
But I looked all over. I could pretty much guarantee you're not going to find it.
So after activated charcoal, I like to think of activated charcoal as preparing my digestion system for the day. It's helping to detox and helping to clean and get everything ready and tip-top performance for the day. So that's the first thing we take in the morning, like Drew said. Then after activated charcoal, we grab our spirulina. So spirulina is a green tablet, a green algae. And this is great for energy, to boost your energy, and great before a workout to help you improve your workout performance and get the most out of your workout to maximize.
Yes, I wasn't listening.
Oh,
Sorry. Spirulina has 40 vitamins and minerals. Did you mention that?
No, I just said what it was for.
It's one single ingredient, spirulina. There's no capsule. It's compressed. These actually grow in fresh water, not in the ocean. So that's cool because anything that you purchase from the ocean will improve, or decrease the ecosystems in the ocean. And we're environmentally friendly, so we kind of stay away from that stuff as much as possible. So tons of protein in spirulina, which is why we take it before a workout, which gives you a natural boost of energy.
Think of your greens as your multivitamins. So a lot of people ask us, well, what multivitamin do I take? We actually don't recommend to take a multivitamin, but for various reasons. But multivitamins are full of other ingredients that we don't want to be putting in our bodies. And also, there usually isn't enough of each vitamin to help make a difference. So instead of a multivitamin, look to your greens as your multivitamin.
and of course there's other supplements that we recommend. These ones we take more supplements, but this is particular for workouts. And at any rate, in the morning we go with our liquid mag. So liquid magnesium has over 300 enzymatic functions in the body. In my opinion, is the most important mineral that we should be consuming. We're food. I always tell people we're food-based. We believe in food above all else. Unfortunately, we often don't get enough clean calories in the day that offer the nutrients we need to perform optimally. So we need to supplement, and magnesium is one of those things where there's no way we would get enough food in enough magnesium in our body to make a difference without supplementing. So we have 3 different forms of magnesium in our liquid mag, and potassium as well, which makes it important to help with workouts. So it's really good for energy, digestion, sleep, and recovery from difficult workouts. So it's really, a lot of people use it for pain management in that regard. So that's why we recommend our liquid magnesium. It digests or processes it very differently in our body. So if you're taking a pill or powder that has to go through your digestive tract, it has to rehydrate, get broken down, and then process into the bloodstream, which is then where you'll see your results. With the liquid form, it digests almost instantly, goes straight to the bloodstream, and you don't lose anything in the transition stage. So, sorry.
So those would be the 3 supplements we would recommend for a pre-workout. Activated charcoal first, then your spirulina, then your liquid mag. There are tons of pre-workouts out there, and most of them are full of sugars, or what do you call them, like fake sugars, like aspartames and what's Splenda? I don't know. Sucralose. So they're full of unhealthy sugars. And then there are a bunch of added ingredients that you don't need or that are toxic. So we wouldn't recommend most of the pre-workouts out there, this is what we do for a pre-workout.
And this is
and another thing is the colors in the pre-workouts.
oh, the color. Yeah.
Like if you go to the gym, you'll notice, right? Like people taking their pre-workouts, they're like bright blue or bright orange. Like we shouldn't be consuming those colors.
And for me, I used to take one, and you gave me like a bright blue one before workout, like pre-workout.
Of course, they taste good, but
and I used to get these horrible headaches, and I was like, "What's going on? Like, why am I getting headaches I didn't put the two and two together. I got these horrible headaches before a workout, and then I ran out, and I stopped taking it for a week or whatever, and then my headaches went away, and I bought more, and I started taking it again, and I got headaches came back, and that's when I was like, oh, it's the pre-workout, and then you gotta look at the ingredients and like, oh my gosh, this should not be going in any human body. So, you got to go through trials and tribulations. If you don't have an expert, if you don't have someone that has been there and can show you how to fast track through the nonsense like I did, then you have to take years and time and effort and waste money trying to figure out what are good supplements and what will actually make a difference.
I know that it might sound like a lot. Like, oh my gosh, that's 3 things before I even start to work out. One thing I do sometimes before I fast track things is I'll put my liquid mag actually in my water bottle, because throughout your workout you should be sipping water. So sometimes I'll just put my serving of liquid mag into my water bottle and sip that throughout the workout. So that's helpful too. And then because you don't want to because you mix your liquid mag with water and you don't want to chug that back and then go work out. So you could consider sipping that throughout your workout as well.
And then these are in regards to that conversation of these vitamins that we're talking about. That's if you work out, usually if you work out in the morning. So we recommend working out first thing in the morning. See, here's the thing is that the later in the day you work out, the less of a chance you're going to get your workout in. This is most cases. Of course, there's a small percentage of outliers that may be very good at working out in the evening. But in most cases, if you, let's say 80% of people work out that say, I'm going to get my workout in, 80% complete that workout in the morning. And then that drops down drastically the later that's pushed in the day. The smaller percentage of people get their workout in, which is why we say get your workout in first thing in the morning.
Mm-hmm. So let's talk about after your workout. The first thing you want to do after your workout is replenish your food, or is that the right way to say it? Your food stores, I was going to say.
Well, we lose nutrients, right? So that's
what I should have said. Replenish your nutrients.
We lose nutrients through the workout. So that's the thing of like, if you look at something like magnesium, for example, if you're, running or sweating quite often, you're losing magnesium in your sweat. Like that's salt coming out of your pores that needs to be replaced. So the quicker that you can replace those stores, the better off that you're going to be.
Yeah. So after your workout, you're going to want to have your vanilla protein powder to help replenish the nutrients lost during your workout. So this is it's plant-based. Our True Form protein powder is plant-based and very clean. There's no toxins, no sugar in there at all. And 25 grams of protein as well. So really helpful to rebuild the structures of the muscles as well after.
So all the ingredients are organic, sprouted and or fermented, great for digestion. There's no chalky aftertaste. So a lot of people, they talk to us and they say, I can't take a protein supplement, it wrecks my digestion. And then I would say, first of all, how fast are you drinking your smoothie? And second of all, what type of protein do you have? Usually it's those toxins in most protein supplements that cause those digestive issues. So that's why we recommend a good quality. Some people, we start working with people and we say, hey, you should probably start taking protein and it's going to make a big difference for you. And they say, I already have a protein. And we say, well, can I see it? Can we read the ingredients? And they already have digestive issues. So it's really difficult to kind of change people's mindsets that every protein supplement isn't created the same. And most people want to say, oh, I'm going to finish my my protein and then I'll get to yours. And the problem is that you have digestive issues, you have constipation, you have other chronic issues like rancid oils, for example, or cheap fillers, like genetically modified ingredients come in these protein supplements. So like, okay, I'm gonna keep putting myself through this pain and discomfort while I finish this supplement instead of moving on to something better. So that's definitely something to think about.
All right, so after your workout, you're going to want to have your protein shake, your vanilla protein powder. So you can add, we add MCT oil to our shakes and smoothies as well. So this is great to increase energy and brain function as well. That's why it's called brain fuel. But Drew can get into the nerdy details of MCT oil.
It's high quality MCT oil. It's pure C8. There's no palm oil. You should stay away from palm oil. It's not cut with any other oils. It's 100% C8, and that's very hard to find. So this is great to help you burn body fat. It's great to help with brain function. It's also great to help lubricate your joints, especially when working out. So we recommend taking 1 tablespoon with your vanilla protein. But so this oil is an oil and it's a food. So most people are like, I'm gonna wait and start taking that supplement when I'm ready. And I'm like, what do you mean when you're ready? It's just food. So you can take this at any time. We spray it on popcorn. We put it on a stir fry afterwards, after the stir fry is cooked. We put it on salad. This would replace the oils in your house and it will give you more health benefits. Most people use rancid oils, which cause inflammation in the body, which is where chronic pain comes from. So if you have chronic pain in your body, there's a very good chance that for years you were putting some type of rancid oil in your body for an extended period of time. If you're eating out on a regular basis, they usually use rancid oils on lower quality types of restaurants.
So a couple examples of rancid oils, right?
Sure. You want to poke the bear?
I just think that people might want to know like which oils to look out for. So you want to look for like most olive oils are rancid on the shelf at the grocery store. So we would recommend if you're going to use olive oil, maybe use a good quality, high quality one from like the health food store. And then which other ones? Canola oil, cotton oil, grapeseed oil, and then like the flowers. Sunflower, safflower,
yes,
are ones you want to stay away from it as well.
Yeah, clear ones. I just feel like we go over this very often, so we don't want to bore you guys with all these. But the clear bottle, that's usually clear plastic is usually rancid oil. That's pretty clear. You need a dark bottle in glass. That will at least get you halfway there for you knowing that's a better quality oil.
If you see any oil in plastic, then don't even bother. Just leave it there. Leave it on the shelf. Like Drew said, all oils should be stored in glass.
Janice says avocado oil. Avocado oil is a better one. Olive oil is a better one, but the problem is most people will buy the cheapest one, and it's very low. I think it's only like 3% in olive oil that has to be olive oil, and then they fill it with other cheap rancid oils to make olive oil. So if you're going to buy a cheap olive oil, that's not olive oil. It's a very small percentage of it. So at any rate, super important to put quality oils in your body that can actually help burn body fat. And you need that. We actually had Jane, she's not in here, but she's been with us for quite a while. And she said that we did a whole talk on healthy fats. And then she was one of those people that didn't want to have healthy fats. So she listened to one of our conversations. She started to implement fats. She started to lose weight like really quickly. I don't want to get you guys all crazy, but I think she dropped 10 pounds in a very short
amount of time.
Just from
incorporating healthy fats into our diet, because good fats help burn off bad fats. So, of course, the bad fats are non-fats, but the good fats help burn that off. Burn off the bad fats. All right, 2 more. In the afternoon, you're going to grab your chlorella tabs. You're going to take 5 chlorella tabs. Typically, we take ours around 2-ish in the afternoon.
Yes, but we also recommend them right after a workout. So It really depends on what you're doing. Depending on when you're working out, but specifically after a workout would be great. But in the afternoon is probably better for most, especially if you're not working out.
So great for recovery, great for detox, and just overall health, like overall wellness. Like we talked about the spirulina being like a multivitamin, and same goes for the chlorella tabs as well.
So chlorella is binding, which makes it great for your digestive system. It's great for the immune system. Another 40 vitamins and minerals. If you're going to consume fish, there's hard metals in the ocean, which the fish consume. We consume the fish. We consume the hard metals. So you have something like chlorella. Anytime you have fish, if you're taking a fish oil pill, you should also take chlorella, and I'd recommend taking them at the same time. That's super important. A lot of people don't supplement. Another quick tidbit there is a lot of people don't supplement with magnesium. They only supplement with vitamin D, and you need the magnesium to complement the vitamin D. So it'll metabolize better and absorb into your body, the vitamin D, if you're taking a magnesium. So I think it's really odd when they're like, everyone's talking about all the vitamin D you should be taking without magnesium. You got to put them together. And then I'll put another bookend on the other side of magnesium, is that you shouldn't be taking your calcium. If you have a product that has magnesium, calcium in it, you're not getting the magnesium you think you are. You need to take your calcium separate from your magnesium. And then the last one is bath flakes. So magnesium bath flakes, I'll just tell you the quick explanation is that magnesium bath flakes is a magnesium chloride. Epsom salt, which is very comparable in most people's mind, is magnesium sulfate. Magnesium sulfate is at the lowest end of the absorbability scale, which is why it's so cheap. So anytime you look at something that is mass produced and it's very low priced, you got to at least I do. You got to question, why is that so cheap? It's because it doesn't absorb very well into our body, which means you need a better quality product like magnesium chloride. And some people tell us they notice the difference within their first bath. So you put a half a cup of this into your bath, depending on where you're at. If you're feeling if your immune system is compromised, you can use more. If you're really sore from a workout, you can put more. You can go to a cup. But in most cases, if you're having a detoxing bath once a week, which we recommend, you would take a half a cup of your bath flakes and sprinkle that in your water. You sit in there for about 20 minutes and you should feel better right away. So that's the difference. Epsom salt has been around for a while. Most people know that. You sprinkle a cup or two in and you're sitting on it. It doesn't really dissolve. Half of it goes down the drain. And the magnesium chloride dissolves almost instantly, which is pretty cool. Actually, if you leave the bag on the counter open, or if you drop some on the counter, they'll dissolve in a very short amount of time, which is pretty cool if you ask me. Everything that we do is very well thought through, and it's more specialized to them than what everyone else is selling. So, like no one else sells this in the world. It's our own recipe. It's very hard to find MC8 MCT oil, which is the best quality out of the 4 different chains sold. To find a vanilla protein that has sprouted, fermented organic ingredients, 25 grams of protein, 0 grams of sugar, and 2 grams of carbs, next to unheard of. So, like most charcoal is wood derived, ours is coconut derived. So I'm out of here. Have a good evening. Hopefully that offered some value to you this evening. Have a wonderful evening, everyone. Thanks again, and goodbye.
True Form Life.
All right, that's going to wrap things up for this edition of Exploring Mind and Body. Once again, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for tuning in and being a part of our True Form Life community. You can always find us on Facebook.com/TrueFormLife. We post up there a couple times a day on our story. We're always trying to bring you more content around living a healthy lifestyle, whether that be nutrition, fitness, lifestyle, and more. We also have free challenges that we do at least once a month. So if you follow us along there, you'll be able to join maybe a plank challenge or a squat challenge, Tabata challenge, whatever it may be. We'd love to have you join us. We're also on Instagram.com/DrewTadia. Again, we're posting up there a couple times a day along with our story, all dedicated to keeping you fit and healthy and on track. Our main website is TrueFormLife.com. If you want to check out some of our products, some of our services, or if you just want some great content from videos to blog posts and recipes and more, we got all that at TrueFormLife.com. Once again, thank you so much for being here. That's it. That's all I got. I'm out of here. As always, I'm your host, Drew Tadia, in health and fitness for a better world. Thanks for listening.
You've been listening to Exploring Mind and Body with Trueform Life's Drew Tadia, fitness expert. To find out more about the show, Drew Tadia, or to listen to past shows, visit exploringmindandbody.com.